We're nothing but meat.
What's going on, guys? Justin from Driveway Builds here, and today we are gonna unbox a KBD body kit for the Miata. Look at it, look at it. Can't even compare to fiberglass. And I did the rear bumper cut, so this is just the front bumper and side skirts. Woo! What the heck? Look at that. This is wild. That's like scary, to be honest.
Procedure. Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
That stamped KBD. Look at that. Yeah. That looks like it should fit pretty good. I guess it kind of like unfolds. So that's the front bumper. We have side skirts that are folded in half. These are easier to unfold. It feels really like solid. Like when you pick it up, I mean, like, it's definitely like flexible and stuff. But I don't know, the material plastic is weird. Like, you could literally smash this with a hammer and it would not do anything to it, I bet. The side skirts should unfold easily. This, I don't know, it's got like a huge crease right there and over there. So we have the unfolding instructions. What it is saying is you're supposed to unbox it, and they say to bring it to your body shop and let it sit in a heated paint booth or other heat source. But then it says, in parentheses, sunlight, warm room, etc. So I'm guessing, I mean, I'm sure it's fine to leave out like that. Probably better than fold it up in this box. So I've been letting it sit out in my yard for like
20 minutes later.
And it already looks so much better than when it came out of the box. So it actually looks like a front bumper now. Has the curves to it. It's still a little like warped and stuff right there. You can see that. There we go. Yeah, it's still a little warped right there. And down here, but I mean, this side looks pretty good. I mean, like, it might have to just flex down like that a little bit, and then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to drill mounting points. For it not being sunny, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm just gonna probably let it sit here. I'll probably throw it in the garage or on the porch or something, but by tomorrow, it should look good.
Day 2.
Alright guys, next day, and pulled the Miata into the garage just so that we can actually work on it, because it's gonna rain like all weekend, which sucks, but it's been raining non-stop, so gotta make do with what we got. So Corey's over here, just got a new manifold in, and we're just gonna throw that on,
unpackaging the Christmas presents.
Yes,
all
yes,
the goodies.
And then brought the front bumper in. So pretty much what we're gonna do right now is just mount the front bumper up and just see where it's gonna fit, because I know there's gonna be mounting points. There's no like mounting points on the actual KBD kit. I want to do that and get everything like mounted up just so that before I paint it, so then I don't have to be drilling like the side skirts and front bumper when it's already painted, because then that would really suck if I messed anything up. So we're just gonna mount the front bumper on the car and see how it looks. Just taking off the front bumper. There's pretty much just all these bolts up top. A lot of mine snapped off. And then there's also like a tricky one right in here, right at the corner. And those are on both sides. You can kind of see the stud coming through right there. And then on each wheel, underneath, right where the fender and bumper meet, there's a bolt. And then there's a couple other ones, but I've taken my bumper off before, so I deleted. There's like mounts that come up through in there. And then there's just 3 plastic clips under the bottom. Yeah, and then you just gotta pop these headlights out, which are pretty easy. And then the bumper should come off.
Oh, the side marker is still plugged in.
Oh yeah. Also, don't forget to unplug these before you rip them out.
Out with the old, in with the new.
So we brought the other bumper over and realized that right here on this tab, we're gonna have to drill holes for these studs that are popping out. And then there needs to be a hole over here to mount up with the bottom of the fender. And then up top, like along this whole top edge, there's like a plate that screws in to the top of here of the actual like frame of the car. And then same thing on this side. And then this is that top piece. And then it's pretty much just a set of Phillips that go all the way around it. So this sits like up in there, but right here in the front there is this little stud, and the rest of them are just like plastic clips like these. The plastic clips you can actually get to like under this, like the bumper, you can kind of like see the screw head popping through like that. So I just poked it out with a screwdriver, so that was pretty easy. And then that one metal stud, it's kind of like in there. I think they melted actually like into it just to really hold it in there. So I just got a hammer and then just hammered this plate right off. And then there's 2 like weather stripping strips that go along it that are just held on by a bunch of Phillips heads and like these size. But watch out because I stripped the hell out of this one, but we managed to get it out.
2,000 years later.
So I got like super caught up just doing that whole front bumper. So this is like after I got it all done. I pretty much missed everything in between, but I'm gonna try to show you guys what I did. I know it's not gonna be the best as when I'm actually doing it, so I can show you what to do, but ever since that last part of basically putting that plate in and then putting this seal part in right here that goes along it, you put that plate on one side and that seal on one side, and then the screws kind of just pinch it together. And then right on the corners over here and over here there is 2 bolts, and then those bolt actually, there's like a tab right on the frame. I mean, you'll see them when you take the old bumper off, and then you nut those on. I was having like some really bad fitment issues. I got it pretty good right now. I mean, like that side's a little bit better than this side, but I mean, like when you're just looking from like a distance, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not that concerned about it. So yeah, it's right those tabs, I kind of bent those tabs back a little bit towards like the back of the car, just so that when you tighten the nut onto it, it would pull the bumper forward more and just try to close that gap right there a little bit. But I got it like that bad, but it's really, that gap, it's not anything that I'm gonna worry about. And then there's another tab in here that I kind of just stuck a drill in through here and then just drilled through, just so that I didn't have to like worry about drilling a hole in the bumper and then having it line up with the hole in the fender. So once I had it on, I just kind of drilled the hole there. And then these are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you can kind of see the bolt in there, but yeah, I just held it and just lined up with my finger like that, and then took a drill from the bottom and just poked a hole through it and threw a bolt through it. I might throw zip ties in there just because if it hits something really hard at the bottom like this, then if anything, it'll probably break the zip tie instead of destroying the fender. And also, like the the bash bar, plastic bash bar behind the bumper. I had to cut like the bottom of it off just because, I don't know, this edge right here on this bumper is a lot higher than the other one, and it really didn't fit with it, so I just I cut it like in half almost, and then the bumper was able to sit higher. I think that's also part of this issue. I didn't cut it like big enough, so when like you lift it up, you can feel that it's like hitting something. But yeah, it is actually freezing out right now. It is like 40 degrees. It sucks. And yeah, I'm gonna mount the side skirts up. Those shouldn't be that bad. It's just putting rivets in and stuff like that, so I'm gonna do that tonight.
8:01 p.m.
Here at the
It's brittle out here.
the Worcesters, and I'm gonna mount the skirts up. Yeah. Well, we tried to put it on just to like mount it up a little bit, and where it sits in right here in this notch, you can see like right in the front of the door right here, it's like super thin right there. I don't know if it's my car or the kit, but even like you can see, yeah, you can see where it was pinching it. Flip it over. Yeah, those marks right there, the door was just pinching it wicked hard. So we're gonna go get,
There's little stuff like this.
yeah, right in the corner that it's just not like perfect 90 and stuff like that. So
We're gonna go get a flapper disc and skinny this out and get rid of that stuff, and then it's part of fitting kits, boys.
A few moments later.
This is what we meant by a flapper disc.
yep, we got the highest skirt one we could get because we're only doing plastic, and we got some sweet safety glasses.
Safety first, man.
Always. Alright, so after hours of grinding, it is almost good. This lip right here, we took a bunch of plastic off that just because when the door kind of sandwiches it in, and it was way too thick, so the door was like barely closing. So we pretty much sanded all this top piece down, and then it was closing decent, but when we put the skirt in, you can wiggle it once it's in the door, and you could wiggle like the whole back, and then we realized pretty much right here you can't move it at all. So we're just gonna grind this top piece right here down, and then hopefully that'll give it a little bit more wiggle room, and one skirt will be done.
The door already shuts a million times better than when you first tried.
Yeah,
so.
when you first get it, like we put it on and we couldn't even close the door. I mean, I didn't want to like slam the thing, but we were pushing it pretty hard, and it actually started chipping paint right off the corner, the top corner of the door, right over here. But I don't know. We've made progress because we can close the door now, so we're doing good.
Back at the sanding. So the skirt's fitted up. We're just mounting it now.
So we got it lined up. It's in the door. It's movable in the door, give or take. But the door shuts, and it's not super hard to open or close. So we're gonna go with it because it's getting pretty thin over here, and I really don't want to go any thinner than what it is. But so we have this first part lined up pretty good, and we just marked out some holes. So we did, we're gonna do a self-tapper 1 inch in on each end, and then we found the middle of that. So right where my fingers are is where there's gonna be self-tappers, and that looks to hold it in pretty decent.
Screw it in. Here's the reveal. So what do you think about getting out of my driveway? Yeah, it's pretty low.
But it's a good thing it's a KBD, because if I scrape it,
you'll be leaving in style.
fuck yeah. It is now 11:30 and we're fucking
ready for bed.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm done.
But we finally got them on and they look so sick. Like that on each side, there's a little gap in there, but they're not perfect. I'm probably just gonna run them like this until probably next year when I paint them, and then I'm gonna take them off and just really dial them in so they look perfect, no gaps and stuff like that. And I still have to self-tap this in over here, so, but I mean, doors close pretty easily, and this one's on too. Kind of the same thing. There's like little gaps around the side, but for body line, they line up pretty mint. I mean, they go perfect with that right there, that body line. And this door, same thing. I just gotta bolt it in because it's pretty loose. I mean, the door holds it in good for now, but well, there you guys go for the KBD install on a Miata. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just drop it in the comments below, and hopefully we can help you guys out. I hope this video helped you guys, and I definitely recommend KBD.